Preparing to go live stream meeting.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. You got us on YouTube. You got us on YouTube. Yeah, buddy. All right. Welcome. We got core language, words matter. Carmil and Paul Newell. Carmil Surritt, Paul Newell in the building. Two guys and instructors. Carmil, what we got today, man? You had something you wanted to talk to today about regards to language, man. So what you got, bud?
Yeah, watching a lot of what's been going on and what we've been working on, I realize how important the words, the three main words that we talk about a lot is the not, but, and should. Mm-hmm. And the but particularly is such a part of our culture that people miss hearing it. I pointed out, like when I'm working with a client or I'm having a conversation with someone, I said, do I have permission when I hear the word but to raise my hand, let you know? And about the 9th or 10th time, they go, oh yeah, I just heard that. It just goes right through like any normal word. And the issue with that is it triggers that shaming part of us. It triggers that lower mind that we talk about a lot. And when I've triggered in my lower mind, I'm in fear, I'm in react, and I've lost the ability to really hear you.
Got you.
I've lost the ability to listen. And then the next thing that happens is you don't want to be around me because I'm not listening. And then I say, I feel isolated.
Okay. So it's like that, the buts, the nots, the should, especially the buts, like it leaves us in a place of isolation. Like what I'm hearing you say, right? So I'm curious, because like this is the thing which is really interesting with this. Like it's like it keeps us separate, right? Is what I'm hearing you say. Like it keeps us separate. Now, this is the thing that's really interesting with what you brought up, because in our society right now, I think it's driven by fear, right? It's driven by this language of, well, this matters, but this also matters. Or like, you know what? I think people should really stand up and keep something separate from sports and politics. Or it's just a protest, or it's just a knee. It's interesting. So listen, this is the stuff. Me personally, like when I hear stuff like that, I get jammed up and I want to be separate from whoever's saying it, right? That's how I feel. And part of why I like what we're doing, and part of why I appreciate practicing what we teach, is it gives me an opportunity to move past my fear and their fears and be able to get curious with a question, be able to get curious with a statement. Because when it comes down to it, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on this, when it comes down to it, whatever people are saying, even if it's like, unconsciously they're using the but, should, just, there's something underneath it that is driving that behavior, that is more sacred, right? It's beyond those words and like that person's against me or they're against me. There's something else that's there that is really more of an expression of what that person is. And that expression may be far from, Carmil and I learned green language, something that's clean, something that's bringing more of our executive brain into function. So I'm curious, Carmil, with that, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like being able to use words to be able to dive a little bit deeper into conversations that's driven by fear.
Yeah, it's difficult. It takes they need a little time to recover. Because when I'm in fear mode, I need to test to see if it's safe, and then test a little more, and then begin to open up and connect again.
Right.
And And it takes practice.
Yeah. Big time.
People are generally afraid, and they're either taking two routes. They're either blaming from the victim, or they're shaming from the bully. And I love what we learned from one of our guys in one of our talks, is that the bully actually thinks he's protecting something.
Exactly. 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 That is exactly it. And when someone senses or thinks they're protecting something, whatever they think they're protecting is sacred. Best believe. That's one, like, and it's interesting because as I hear conversations, that's some of the, especially practicing this, that's a question that comes into my mind. Like, well, what is it that they feel that they're protecting that they think is they're losing? And even to say it another different way, what is it they think they're protecting that they think they're losing? Right? Because it's a thought, it's not a feeling. Like, so the feeling, and this is the thing, people that are watching this, what we're teaching is it's about creating distinctions in our language. Okay, it's about separating what I see. Like, I see Carmel has a black shirt on. Now, like, I see Carmel's not wearing a white shirt. What? Now, even saying that like I see is not what I see. What do I see? Right? Second part, what do I feel? Like, I feel anger and sadness because I think I have to protect something that's sacred. Not I feel I have to protect something sacred. That's a thought process. Now, this is the interesting piece too. Carmel, I'm so happy you brought this up because we talk about this keeping us separate, but also I think that when we have this language, one thing I'm seeing, I'm really hitting home now is like this separates us from ourselves.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah. It's impossible for me to shame you
Right.
if I'm free of shame inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible. It's impossible for me to rage at you
Right.
when I'm free of rage in here.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's that projection where I can no longer tolerate what I'm experiencing, and I don't know what to do with it. So the fastest way to offload that is to dump it and project it onto someone else.
So easy. So easy. Because think about our culture, right, Carmel? It's never our fault. It's never our fault, man. What? That's your problem. That's your even. It's like it's interesting, right? Because I'm reading this Malidoma Somé book, The Healing Wisdom of Africa, and he talks a lot about community. He's talking a ton about community, and you know what? Community, it's about the community. It's not about like, yo, I got mine, I'm out. Like, I don't care what you think. This is what I think, and this is what goes. Really? Is that really community? So I'm excited about Carmel. I'm excited about what we're putting out there. And I know we said with these lives we're going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's take the last couple minutes. Let's talk about this course that we got coming up. I'm pulling up some documents on it because I think it's going to be powerful class, man. Do you want to say a couple words on it before I give them the full breakdown?
Yeah. We actually take a lot of old knowledge and a lot of new knowledge about how the brain works and help people get an understanding of what's going on, as opposed to I have no clue why I'm triggered or what the hell to do about it.
Right.
We give them the understanding of this is what's occurring and this is how I master myself. I love the term you use, self-regulate.
Yeah.
And when I use some tools that we give and we increase the awareness each week as we go through this course, we actually build in a skill where the brain and the emotions and the language um, become natural ways of being, become tools of mine, as opposed to a victim of my own thoughts and language, a victim of my own conversations with other people. So it's really, it's I wish we could teach this in kindergarten, because they would get it like that.
Well, soon, Carmel. I think that's going to be us maybe next year, the year after. We'll be hooking
Okay, it's like little kids learn to meditate in 10 minutes. It takes 20 years for an adult. This is kind of the same thing, where if look at, oh well, yeah, of course that makes sense.
Right. See this? Crazy, dude. Crazy. Listen, in this class, we're gonna have it July 27th, July 30th, August 3rd, and then August 10th, and then 17th. This is a class we're going through. It's going to be offered full force in the fall. This is a dry run. We have some different material that we're adding in, so we're just really getting some people that are willing to hear a little bit more about this material. It's going to be, I don't want to say it's the rough edit, but I'm going to say it's behind the scenes, like as Carmel and I get prepped and ready to really push this out here in full force. So for people to get clear, for people, this class, this opportunity is for people that don't know how to truly express who they are, what they're feeling, what they're wanting. If you're feeling isolated, confused, unable to truly and authentically express yourself, this is a class for you, because we've inherited languages of competition, of aggression, of separation. And that, as Carmel and I just spoke about, that disconnects us. So what we're doing in this core language class is 5 sessions for this first one that we're doing. Really, it's going to be 5 weeks. And it's going to guide others. It's going to guide you as a learner in how to harness the power of language to transform your life in every relationship through authentic expression and also engagement. So we're going to post in the comments the link that you can use to get involved, check in with this, register yourself. Also, if you know Carmel and I personally, reach out and be like, tick, 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 tick. Hey, we want in. Okay. We're going to take 5 to 7 people, not a big crowd. We want to, and it's donation based. So if you like what you're seeing, you're like, this is good shit, then guess what? You could donate, and then like you help us out. Other than that, in the fall, everybody's getting charged. All right. So thank you, Carmel. Any last words before we wrap up, man?
Yeah, I love everything that we're incorporating this, so that it's experiential. And when I have the emotion and the experience, I easily incorporate and learn. I'm other than a fan of, here's how we taught you in school, and then here's the test, regurgitate everything. I hate that style of learning and teaching. This is a lot more interactive, a lot more fun, and there's a lot of aha moments, I'm sure. And when you come out the other end, you'll naturally be doing this, and life will change for sure in a great way.
Big time. Yeah, big time. Believe me, I tell you, people, this is listen, this right here, these are the lessons of a lifetime. This will carry you for a long way, and will help out in every relationship that you're in. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more lives on YouTube or Facebook. We're coming at you, man. Because listen, this is important. So we're gonna be free of letting up. We're gonna keep on you. All right. So be well and take it easy, everybody. Peace.
Peace.